It's another heavyweight main event at the Apex. Dan Tom here with MMA Junkie to help you break down the main event for UFC Vegas 88 between Tai Tuivasa and Marcin Tybura. Tuivasa, of course, is a fan favorite, the shoey man himself, doing his unforgettable celebrations. Unfortunately, those have been few and far between as of late, as Tuivasa will be trying to stop the bleeding of a three-fight losing skid when he meets Tybura, who is also coming off of a tough loss, but had some quiet momentum in the division before running into Tommy Aspinall. At the time of this video, the odds makers and public are slightly favoring Tuivasa in the neighborhood of -130 with the comeback on your underdog Tybura in the neighborhood of +102. Now, the line movement hasn't been really moving too much on this fight, and understandably so. It's a heavyweight MMA fight. It really doesn't get much more volatile than that, folks. However, I'm leaning more into the styles as I normally do, but also the fighting surface, as I, to my credit, also normally do as well, as we saw last week, the bigger octagon, helping more, footwork-friendly, flowy strikers like Sean O'Malley. Well, we're in the smaller cage of the Apex this weekend, which means generally you give a very slight edge to the superior on-paper grapplers, wrestlers, pressure fighters alike. And in that case, as far as at least the wrestling and grappling mainly goes, it's going to be Marcin Tybura. He's going to have to walk through some version of hell to get there, perhaps like his Walt Harris and Greg Hardy fights come to mind, which were also in the Apex. But speaking to those stylistic matchups and the hurdles, as far as the fighting environment goes, well, Tybura is 3-0 inside the UFC Apex smaller octagon, whereas Tuivasa is 1-2, that lone win coming against Harry Hunsucker. I wouldn't mind being wrong here, folks, as a big Tuivasa fan. He's definitely come through as a dog for me before. He's a slight favorite here, but I'm going to actually slightly lean into Tybura to get it done in rounds either 2 or 3, most likely. For pathways to Tuivasa, for more thoughts as far as each fighter's game, well, you're going to have to go to my in-depth breakdown over at MMAJunkie.com, where you can find results this weekend.